ਤੇ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਬੱਚਿਓ, ਅੱਜ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਬੜੀ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਹੈ। ਵੀ ਆਰ ਸੋ ਹੈਪੀ, ਵੀ ਆਰ ਸੋ ਗਲੈਡ ਦੈਟ ਯੂਰ ਅੰਕਲ ਜੀ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਤੇਜਿੰਦਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਇਜ਼ ਵਿਦ ਅਸ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਹੋ, ਮੈਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਬਾਰੇ ਕੀ ਕਹਾਂ। ਹੀ ਇਜ਼ ਅ ਵੈਲ ਨੋਨ ਡਾਕਟਰ of the Tampa Bay area. He is working in the Bayfront Hospital as a senior doctor. So today he is here to spend his evening with you. I request him to come to the stage and hold a one-to-one discussion with you, or whatever he wants to say, he will say so. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. And I'm glad you guys are here. We are proud of you guys that you have taken your time and come to the camp. I just want to have an open discussion with you guys. Just discuss few things. If you have any question, you can stop me anytime. It's not like I'm going to keep on talking. I want you guys to participate so that we can see that how much you know and how much I can learn from you guys also. So it should be both way traffic. We have talked a lot of things, and today I just want to discuss about science and religion in the context of Sikh religion, Sikh theology. So, what science is, basically I just want to give a little bit of an introduction and the difference. When we talk about science, we have then some fundamentals, some logic is there. With that logic, we can explain that why this thing happened, how this thing is happening, and where we stand, how the fire burns and what is made in that and what is happened. So there is always a logic. So we say that logically you can prove it, that why this is happening scientifically. And the religion is based on the faith. Basically faith is, you got to have a belief that there is a Vaheguru. In science we can say that, I say that there is a table. I can say that, okay, there is a table, I can show you this is a table. Why we call it a table? It has legs, it has a surface. But in religion, the faith, we got to believe in. We cannot say there is a Vaheguru directly, but indirectly we can prove that. But to know that also, to understand also, we got to have faith again, which is so important. And we are students of Sikh religion, and we have faith that there is a Vaheguru. That's why things happen. Just simple example is, we can say scientifically, okay, there is a solar system, but who made the solar system? How this came into being? Yes, brother? God. Vaheguru. So how it was made? What is the scientific theory now?
Big Bang.
Big Bang.
The Big Bang Theory.
What is Big Bang theory? Anybody? Okay, Sonia?
It's when there was there was nothing in the universe until
Nobody should interrupt, please. Let us speak. Go ahead. You're right. Go ahead.
the galaxies came. There was the galaxy, all the rocks came out, and
Okay, very good. Just
there used to be nothing, and then there was this pressure that was building, and it exploded, and all this stuff was left over from the galaxies and solar system.
okay, very good. In practice, that's right. Yes, madam.
There used to be nothing in dinosaurs and the ice age.
Very good. Yeah, that's in the beginning. But how the earth came into being, that's what we're talking about. But you good point. That's how it came into being. What is Big Bang theory? Based on what? Where do you guys read it?
In science.
In science. Anybody can tell me about what is the stand of Sikh religion on Big Bang theory? Anybody? Okay, let him say. Yes, brother. Yes, brother. Go ahead.
An earthquake.
No, Putra, we want to say what is it written in the Sikh religion about this? Yes, Arvind?
No, like what I read was that God said, or Baba just said one word, and all of a sudden, the universe was created.
Exactly. So basically, he's right. So in Gurbani, Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, I don't remember the Shabad. Uncle, you can remember the Shabad, but Shabad. ਸ਼ਬਦ means ਧੁਨੀ, ਇੱਕ ਧੁਨੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਰਾ world ਬਣਿਆ, ਸਾਰਾ universe, ਸਾਰੀ galaxy. So that word, that dhuni, so there were nothing in there, as you guys said. There was mist everywhere, nothing, you couldn't see anything. It was vacuum or whatever. And with one word, the whole universe or galaxy was made. And this was said by Guru Nanak in 15th century. Before, once the Big Bang Theory came, when it was accepted, anybody? 20th century, 10 years ago. At that time they accepted it. I was in Florida at that time, so it was in 95 when they accepted it. Okay, they believed that Big Bang Theory came. But in our religion, it was said by Guru Nanak in 15th century, 500 years ago. So you got to see that this is the problem. You know what is the problem is basically, because we as a Sikh, we do not try to learn our religion. We don't know it. And then we don't know it, then how we can follow it? I'm glad you guys are here. We are here to learn. So you can see, we should be proud of that. You know, Jasit always asks me a question, what Sikhs have done it? So you can say that this theory which is science is believing right now, this was in our religion accepted hundreds of years ago. So this is the basic concept. Like in our religion with faith and scientifically also we can prove the things. That things are happening. And other thing is like, anybody can tell me how many how many planets are there?
There used to be 9, but
You should stand up and never speak again. Let me point out to who will answer it. Let other people answer it. When I say your name, then say it. Okay, go ahead now.
there used to be 9, but now there's 8. There's
Okay.
8 planets now.
All right. And how many moons are there?
2.
2 moons for what? Which planet?
Earth and Mars.
Okay. There are a lot of moons, but Mars has a lot of moons.
Earth, Mars, and Jupiter.
Earth has one. All right. And yes, brother. And how many universes are there? Oh, Shyam.
So many.
How do you know that? Oh, you can see that with the telescope? Okay. Yes, brother. No one knows. Very good. So that's, you learn from where? Okay. That's general knowledge. Okay. And anybody else can tell me what is the position of Sikhism on this Sikh religion? But he said there are so many universes, so many galaxies, there is no end to it. So what is the position of Sikhism on that?
It's just that. It's countless. There's
Count that. No, what Sikhism says about it.
Nobody can count it.
Where it is said? In which Gurmat?
Japji Sahib?
Very good. Good. Can you say that? Do you remember one line?
There's somewhere like in the first half fourth.
Not in the first 5, but
Okay, well. Since in the chat, it's just like.
so you can say again the same thing. He's right. It's in Japji Sahib. He's right about that. See, the thing is again, in our religion, these things were mentioned many years ago. But again, we got to explore that. And I'll be really happy. I wish like one of you guys can do a research on these things and write down these kind of things. That what our religion has said and what is the stand of the position of the science on these things. And scientifically, they're proving it wrong right now, which our religion has said 500 years ago. Now, 500 years ago, nobody knew these things. There are so many universes and so many galaxies. Nobody would believe at that time. But in our religion, we said that. So why we have to believe at that time? We got to have faith. And because of the faith, we can believe in that. And if we have faith in that, then we have to have the whole faith in Guru Granth Sahib. And if you have whole faith, then you're going to be a good Sikh. And good Sikh is a better human being. So the basic point is, we have proofs and things like that. The Sikhism, we can prove the things scientifically also, that those things, whatever is said is right. Why why our gurus were able to say these things at that time? Because why? Can anybody answer it? I always think about these kind of things. How could Guru Sahib say that? Why?
Because of the turmoil between the Muslims.
No. Why Guru Sahib? No, not from. I'm talking why Guru Sahib said about Lak Patala Patala, Lak Gasangas. Why he said at that time? On what basis? Why his knowledge was so vast at that time, 500 years ago?
He met with God.
He was with God. He is one with God, right? Yes. Why you cannot call? Can we call it Uncle the messenger of God? No, he was one with God. He is part of God. See, if you or any one of us, if any one of us became a Gursikh, you guys will understand that we will maybe ask Uncle Ji to tell us who a Gursikh is. If one of us will become a Gursikh, we will know all these things also. Because a Gursikh is part of Vaheguru, part of our Gurus. He becomes one with the Guru. So that's the level, that's the goal we have to have. That in our lifetime, we got to reach there and be with that. Then we know all these things. Then we'll have the answer to all these questions. Then we don't have to ponder about here and there. But the first thing is we got to put an effort into it. Right? So this is the thing, I just want to convey the message. We come here and we sit here. You guys got to pay attention when you come to Gurdwara. We come here only once a week. And you got to sit in there, listen, and try to understand and learn something so that you can become a better Sikh. You can become one with Vaheguru. And you will know all these things. We will know all these things. Okay? Now, what about day and night? In Gurbani, Guru Sahib has said about the minutes, seconds, which those things, some of things were known at that time, some of things were not known at that time. Even they have mentioned about the revelation of how much time moon takes to go around the earth and all that time. At that time, Guru Sahib has said it. And at that time, Galileo was around that time also. He was fighting to say that because in Christianity, see the different. I don't want to condemn on anything, so please take it from a different angle. You guys know who was Galileo?
Yeah.
Okay, who was he?
He invented the telescope. He was the person who invented the telescope.
What else he said? And anyone else who can explore on this? Yes, Mami.
He said that that there were.
That's all right, no problem. Yes.
I think you said the sun revolved around the earth.
Very good. Excellent. Yes, Buddha.
And the sun was the center and that everyone else in the earth was.
No, that was the position of Christianity. That was Christianity was saying the different way. So yes.
Well, a long time ago, a really important person said that the earth, the sun revolves around the earth and all the planets revolve around it. And so later, Galileo kept on saying that no, the earth revolves around the sun. And then everybody got really mad at him, and nobody believed him, but he was right, and he had to go to jail, and because he believed in that theory, and it was like against the rules not to.
Yeah, he was killed. Basically, he was punished and he was killed. And the thing is, so that Christianity has a absolutely different theory at that time. But the thing is, this was the stand of at that time the priest who thought they would know it. I don't know if this was said in their Bible at that time. See, the difference in the Bible and Guru Granth Sahib is, Bible was written as a hearsay. Like after hundreds of years, people did research and said that, oh, this was said by Jesus, and some of the things are right, some of the things are not right. And so people added the things and like that, and they changed it. Even now also, you see the Bibles which has different things added depending upon they are Lutheran, they are Roman Catholics and all that stuff. But in our Guru Granth Sahib, there's no change. And it's authentic, it's written by our Gurus and everything is there. So you can say that the things written in our Guru Granth Sahib, they can be proved scientifically, they are right. But in Christianity, because it's difficult to say, because they are kind of I don't want to please take it as that I respect that religion, but we cannot do the things. And later on, scientifically, the things have been proven which are against what is written in there. So here is another question. So I'm trying to raise question and discuss with you guys. You guys can stop me or ask any other question pertaining to the same subject or any other things. Here is the other thing also. I just want to say that in Christianity they say that when the human beings were made. So anybody can say how the Adam and apple theory. So what is that? Adam and Eve. Yeah. What is apple comes in the picture? So, yes. So based on that, they said that then how the human being, and also they have other theories like how the different kind of human beings are made. But we don't believe in that. And scientifically, we know that that's not the way. And then the theory of the evolution also. But now other question raised, which is little higher, I don't know I can explain that question to you guys or not, is that what is the theory of evolution? In one side, we are saying is that our Guru Granth Sahib says that, Guru Bani says that, it is in the hand of Vaheguru. He can make and break anything, anytime, anywhere. But in theory of evolution, again, this is a theory, this is not a law yet. In theory of evolution, we say that with the progression of the times, things change. Like mammals came, and mammals came from, initially how the life started from the water and all that stuff, gradually progressed to human beings. But what our religion says about that? Do you believe in that? Do you guys believe in theory of evolution? No? Why not, Sonia?
Yes. I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Sam, you said no to why?
I'm not sure.
I don't know what to believe.
Okay. You have
I believe.
why?
Well, just, I mean, by the way, like when I studied the origin of species, I mean, it made sense to me because, like, but I did studies on it, like, there's some animals that adapt to whatever environment, they're in. And it made sense to me, like, follow through. That's what I believe.
But let me give you an example. Like, I think about that thing all the times. So let's say we came from mammals, like the animals, who are walking on 4 feet. They have 4 feet. We have 2 feet. So our ancestors have 4 feet, right? So we have 2 feet and 2 hands. And just an example, when they have 4 feet, just anatomical thing, so look at it as scientifically. When they have 4 feet, they don't need an anal sphincter because their position is like that the rectum and the colon is up. So when they eat, the stools will not fall. But when the human being, they stand on their feet, the sphincter develop. Who made them develop that sphincter? How can they develop it themselves? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that when we stand on 2 feet, the stool doesn't fall out. Because in animals, if you make them stand, the stool will come out. So this is just a simple question. So who made them develop this thing? How the species can develop on that basis? How that sphincter can develop on its own?
I mean, it develops over time. I mean, it doesn't happen, like.
Why it should develop over
It
time?
happens over years and years and years.
Well, millions of years maybe, but why don't develop on billions of how? Who will at that time, if we say that it was chimpanzee or monkey or anybody like that, how they have that much knowledge that they know that this muscle needs to develop?
So you're saying that the monkeys, like, back then didn't know what muscles would take?
Right, to develop it, to stop the flow of the stools when they stand up.
Well, they didn't know the monkeys.
But they know now, but I'm talking about millions of years ago. Because they should talk about the cows and buffaloes, you make them stand on 2 feet. They won't be able to control it.
No, but I mean, like, monkeys know, when to go. Not all animals know.
What I'm saying with the evolution, with the way the theory says, with the evolution, with the time, the things change, right? But the things didn't change, like, it's difficult. Well, you go home and think about it, you ponder about it, that why these things change. Theory of evolutions cannot explain all the things. How you explain? Yes?
Chimpanzees are actually considered closer to humans in intelligence. So back in time when it was chimpanzees and monkeys, they were actually intelligent enough. There's this thing called bipedalism. Because of that, the chimpanzees and monkeys were intelligent enough to gather the tools. The reason for them coming from 4 feet to 2 feet was they were intelligent enough to pick that idea to go on 2 feet. Several reasons. One reason was to gather up more tools with your hands, and as they gathered up more tools to make fire and to hunt themselves and get their food, that's how the civilization came forward. And
But you know that's the theory again. How everything in the world you can see, at least in this world you can see. See, they were intelligent enough to get the fire. Did they know the meaning of fire?
no, they didn't.
Right, so they were not intelligent enough to know the meaning of the fire. So who instilled in their mind what is fire, how to use fire? Who instilled in their mind that there is a civilization? Who was that? Who is the person who made these planets? How? Why there is an environment on the earth? Why is not on the Mars? These questions, again, it's difficult to understand because we don't read Gurmat, we don't want to be Sikh, we just want to go and see Pirates of the Caribbean every night. If we put an effort into these kind of things, we'll understand these things. I'm not saying I know these things. I don't know it. I'm as ignorant as you guys are. So the thing is, we can reach the level to know it, why thing is happening. I'm just raising a question here for you guys to think about it when you go home, and then read Gurbani and try to get the answer. And then see, like we can reach, maybe next year at the camp we can discuss these things again and see we can get an answer to these questions. Like how these things are done now, why I'm Tejinder Singh? Why he's Arvind Singh? Why he's not Tejinder and I'm Arvind?
Good question.
Now these are the things which, again, if you want to get an answer to these questions, we have to read Gurmat. We have to study hard on that, and then we can understand these things. Well, that was a good point. Like you have to, the thing is, when we go to a school, and whatever is being taught in there, we believe in that and we follow it, we study it and we do it. But when we come to Gurdwara, then, I just want to make sure you guys come on Gurdwara on time. What is being taught here, what is being sung here, or we are doing lectures or things like that, we got to pay attention and learn it also. And try to get as much as possible, because we are just coming here once a week. Unless you guys are doing studies at home, doing part at home, that will be fantastic. That you will be a learned person as far as religion is concerned.
So Sikhism ज़्यादा creation बननी नहीं hint के दिंदा rather than evolution.
Yes.
The creation भी इस तरह करना भी whoever created knows.
Right.
कि वो आपा नहीं जान सकते.
Bilkul.
Just like a son can't know his father's birth.
Right.
It's that type.
Yeah, absolutely. This is what my understanding about Sikh religion is, that we believe in Creator who created everything, and maybe He created everything on the same day. We don't know it yet, but we got to. We will know it if we become a good Sikh and understand.
It sort of stops the discussion. They don't even have these discussions. This is how it happens. We're not to know.
Well, that's why we got to become a student and learn these things. The message I want to convey them is they got to learn about Gurbani. They got to do part. Yes, brother.
What is the difference between what Sikhism believes in, as you were saying, creator and stuff like that? Like, what's the difference between that belief and intelligent design?
About what?
And intelligent design.
Intelligent design is, who made the intelligent design?
Well, it was just like it
The
was.
same thing. See, that's why the creator, which we call it Vaheguru believes that he's so intelligent, he has put the things which you don't even understand. What do you think? We were intelligent enough to know what the metal is, how to use the fan. He created a design that with time we will know it. With time we will know it, why these things are there, how these things to be used. What do you think? We are smart enough to know how to use the fossil, for energy and do things. But he put these things in our mind that how to use these things. So, but only thing is you got to believe like that, and then you will understand it. How can there suddenly, you tell me any invention, any discovery which has been done, we planned and did we get it? No, they were doing something else, they fell upon something different. And that was so useful to the humanity. You look at the electricity, you look at the fire, everything. You can count, there are countless things, how they were invented. They were trying to invent something else, and they found something different. Antibiotics. So this is the point exactly. You know what I'm saying is, who is doing these things is you got to believe in Vaheguru. And you got to believe in Vaheguru, you got to come and do part and learn more about it. See, this is a concept. You know, I have some discussion with some people. They say that, okay, there is no Vaheguru. Well, why there is a sun? Why sun comes at one time only? It goes out at one particular time. Who made that? Why doesn't the sun comes at midnight and then goes after 2 hours? Why? Who made that rule? We got to have sunshine that many. Who made that rule that sunshine should be there on this part of the world for so many hours, that part of so many hours? Who made that? This is the point we got to think about it. Who made that rule? I mean, these are the things. I want you guys to stimulate your thinking, to think about these kind of things, and then try to explore more. You know, as a Sikh, Sikh is basically a learner. We are students throughout our life. And I have learned more after coming in contact with you guys, because you guys ask so many questions, which I don't think so as a kid we asked our parents. You should ask more, then learn more. We'll learn from you guys, you learn from us. And you know, we are really privileged. The uncle is here, so we can discuss these kind of things. But you guys have to come forward and discuss these things. And then you'll understand. But go home and think about it. As we just said, what is Vaheguru? Why creator? Why he had that kind of design? Why Vaheguru did this thing here? And how we can, now other thing now I'm changing a little bit this thing here. So I can convey my question to you guys also. You know, in Gurbani, every page almost is written that everything, our fate, our future is written there. And also along with Guru Sahib do not want us to believe in astrologers. We should not believe in astrology. We should not know our future, what is happening. But we should do it. We should do our time, our duty and things, but do it with 100% effort. So those things has to be done. But if everything is written, can we change it? How we can change that? For example, it's written that I should fail for some particular project, I should not achieve that or do it. But if I do ardas religiously, with full faith and full effort, can I change that? I think Sikhism says that it can be changed that. So if one of you guys want to achieve or do something, but do these kind of things with full effort, then these kind of things can be done and achieved. So that's my belief is, but we will ask Uncle Ji those kind of questions, because I'm not that learner to reach that stage, but we have to put an effort. I mean, basic thing is, I'm saying that again and again, we have to do something on our part to get that, to change that for so-called our betterment. There are two kids who are raised in the same home, same environment, same parents, and who are giving them everything possible they can get it. One kid in worldly things achieves a lot of things, other kid doesn't achieve it. If this achievement has any bearing upon what that kid does any part, any seva, does it a good human being? Does it matter? I think it matters. And that's why you guys go to mold yourself to that side, to become a good human being. You know, I personally used to think about 20 years ago, I'm a good son, I'm a good husband, I'm a good father, I'm a good brother, I'm a good doctor, what else I need? But still I cannot be a good human being. I cannot achieve all my goals unless I have the blessing of Vaheguru. So that thing has to come in the equation. Only then I can reach Vaheguru. Only I can reach the goal of my birth, that in the end I want to be with Vaheguru. So along with doing those things, we have to have an important role of Sikhism in our life. I'm a scientist, but I have full faith in this. Because as a physician, I have seen there are some patients, I have tried my level best, staying in the hospital day and night, trying to save them, cannot save them. And there are some patients who are so sick, who are so almost on the deathbed, you think they are going to make it. So we try to go lightly, talk to the family and do it. And then they make it, go home, walking, talking, which we never expect. But as a physician, I could not change their path. So who's doing that? Although being a physician, I have to give medication and science too, but I have a full faith in Vaigu that these things can happen. This can be changed. So there is something in Ardas, but again, who's doing Ardas? How you're doing it? How much faith you have it? I have my favorite example. You guys will remember that you know, there was no rain in Punjab, and the farmers, they were crying that they're going to lose their crop if there's no rain. So they went to Gurdwara, and Kali Phula Singh was Jathedar, and they said, you know, you should do a das for us, and so that there is a rain and we can get a good crop and we can make money and earn the livelihood so that everybody is happy in the family. He said, okay, then everybody should come, together, and then we should do the ardas together. Then the whole, like, lot of people came for the ardas. And then when everybody came over there, and he said that, okay, you are here to do what? To do ardas for what? For the rain. So the rain is there so that we don't lose the crop. But unfortunately, he said, I'm not happy with you guys. You guys here to do ardas to get the rain, but none of you guys bring the umbrella. So it means you don't have a faith. If you had a faith that you're going to do ardas, there's going to be rain, so you should use your umbrellas. So you don't believe in that, so I'm not going to do it. So first thing is, you got to have a faith. You got to have faith that this thing is going to happen. You're going to develop it now at this age, that you got to have faith in Vaheguru that this thing is going to happen, and we'll do it. And same thing is about अंदर ये कबीर जी सीगे कि वो कबीर जी फरीद जी जिन्होंने माता जी Sheikh Farid. So there was Sheikh Farid. He was a Bhagat, Bhagat Sahib who were with Vaheguru. When he was a kid, he never used to go to Gurdwara like all of us, and temple or there was masjid. They will never recite Gurbani. His mother, so that's why we say the mothers play an important role. So that these girls should understand too. Mothers play a really important role. His mother used to put like a sweet, laddu, you guys know laddu, underneath his sarana, the pillow, and say that you should do Allah and that give me a sweet, then you'll get it. He used to like that, he used to love it. So every morning he'll wake up and do that. Then he started doing more and more, the recitation of the Gurbani, started reading the Quran. So, but the mother studied like that. He liked eating laddu, he'll get more laddu, he'll do part, he'll do more laddu. So he had a faith that if he'll do part, he'll get more laddu. So mother was supplying that. But mother was becoming the source to fulfill that thing. So if we believe in Vaheguru, we'll get it. We'll get everything what we wanted. But we got to do it. And along with we got to have faith. We do ardas every day. Like if we want to take an exam or do something important, we want to get something, we want the Buccaneers to win. But we don't do ardas in the right way, we just stand up and do it. So we got to have a faith, then do ardas, thing will happen. I had a faith when they were going to win the Super Bowl, I did ardas, they won it, right? So, but afterwards didn't have faith.
I said they didn't need a cold water.
Yeah. I hope I have tried to convey the message to guys. I mean, this has to play a role in each and every aspect of life. You got to have faith, which it can be scientifically proven. Just one second. Hello? Yes, sir. Thank you. So what are you guys going to do now? See, you guys should ask your parents these kind of questions. stimulate them also, learn yourself also. You don't get the answer, come here, Uncle is here. So we can have the discussions in the Gurdwara. So you can ask other uncles also, and that's how we want to progress. We want to act, all of us as a family, as a Sikh family. You guys can call any one of the uncles and ask them, okay, I have this question, how this could be done? What is the meaning of this thing? Right? So you guys want to come on time and sit in the Gurdwara and learn everything? Very good. Very, at least few of them said yes. Beta, this is, if you start doing it right now, you'll be ahead of the game. We are trying to, I wish I was at your age has started doing these things and would have been better off. The thing is, you guys got to keep on doing it and you will reach that stage and you'll be happy. Happiness doesn't come with money, doesn't come with the power. It comes with the blessing of Vaigu. And that happiness is difficult to explain. You guys have seen all those movies and things, indirectly they say those things. But this is the most important thing to learn is, if you are with Vaigu and you have the blessings of the Vaigu, there will be nothing else, that you'll be happy throughout the life. So even if there is you lose money, I mean, that's the basic concept of our religion is, losing money is not a big deal, that it's going to happen. You're going to gain money, you're going to lose money, you're going to fail the exam, you're going to pass the exams, but you're going to be happy because you're going to be at the level. So it'll be Anand. Just one thing I want to say, that in the dictionary, there is opposite for each and every word. There's a hot and cold, there's a sweet and bitter, but there's only one thing which doesn't have an opposite of this, and that is Anand. Anand doesn't have any opposite of this, although we can say that. And Anand is difficult to explain. It's beyond happiness. And Anand comes with only blessing of the wife. Any other question you guys want to say? Next time, maybe in the Gurdwara we'll do this kind of discussion. You guys have to come up with a question and discuss those. Alright? Vaigu Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaigu Ji Ki Fateh.
Vaigu Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaigu Ji Ki Fateh. Thank you, Dr. Tejinder ji.